Okay, so after our back extensions, we're going to go into our core work, so our trunk flexion forward. So lying on our backs, we're going to start out with some ab preps. So normal ab preps, just to warm up those tummy muscles again. We'll want to make sure we're lying in a neutral spine, hands by the sides, and we go through those normal little ab preps. Remember, we're always trying to pull those tummy muscles nice and flat and wide, and make sure once we've lifted our neck that all the work coming from these upper abs and not the neck itself. This should be nice and loose. You should be able to move it around quite easily. Remember that neck lift tilt. We don't tilt and lift. We first tilt and then engage these muscles to lift. So it's quite a slow movement. A rush and lift will mean we're lifting from the neck, but a slow tilt, focus here, lift from here will get us into that correct position. Remember, just a half round move. We're just going till the base of the shoulder blade is sort of lifted, kind of touching as we pull those abs in. Make sure we keep this nice rounded sort of shape in our spine as we go through those. Those we can just go through 20, we're going to go through 30 of those. So first 10 with the knees down. The next one's legs to tabletop, so we want to imprint. Legs to tabletop. We want to go through our next preps and then into the extensions. Extend the legs as we lift up. After number 30, when we're up there, we can go through our 10 pulses there and our 10 pulses up. We can hold for 10 seconds and then gently come up, and that should have nicely warmed up the abs. After that, we're going to go into our T-spine stretch. So again, imprint, legs to tabletop. You can put your hands up nice and wide. My hands don't fit out nice and wide, but anyway, put them up nice and wide and just gently roll over. Make sure that as we roll, we're going to have to catch ourselves there with our obliques and making sure we don't lift our lower back out. Catch ourselves there with our obliques. You'll feel these muscles have to tighten up as we roll side to side. We're going to go through 5 on each side that way, and then extend the legs, lower them to about 45 degrees just for a little bit of a challenge, and then roll over 5 times each side. These are a lot harder, so these we do nice and slowly. It is sort of a stretch for the back, but a lot of work for the tummy muscles. We go 5 to 5 to each side. Make sure we are watching our imprint. After that, we're going to go through our single leg extension series or single leg stretch series. So it's imprint, halfway up. I'll show you on this side. So the outside hand goes to the ankle, the inside hand goes to the knee, and the other leg gets extended. We point those toes. Up there, we check the tummy, check the neck, make sure we've lifted the chest straight up. We're holding ourselves up with these upper abs. The lower abs are controlling the legs. As you switch over nice and slow, we go through the move. Extend, and remember, and exhale to change over on each side as we go through that. After the 20 that we're going to do on that one, we'll go through the oblique twist. So it's, again, imprint, halfway up. This time we're going to put the hands on the forehead. We extend the legs and rotate the shoulder to the knee as we alternate side to side. Get those obliques to work. So the twist there comes to the upper body. Try not to bend the body, and the legs move nice and slowly. And remember, we're trying to not take the elbow to the knee. We want to try to drive the shoulder across. We might not touch it, but that's fine. The idea is to just try to get it as close as we can to get that oblique to work nicely. And after that, we're going to, that's also 20. And after that, we do the single leg, the full, I forget it now, double leg stretch, sorry. So remember, it's take off the top hat, bring it around and in. So extend and back in. Extend, nice control through the tummy muscles. Watch that imprint and back. If your lower back is hurting, rather go up, then sort of lower. And if you want to challenge yourself, of course lower, but make sure we're not lifting that back so that we're hurting that lower back at all. So that's the double leg stretch. We're then going to finish off with the full roll up little series. So again, hands up, Hands back, make sure the ribcage doesn't pop up. Keep it all flat. And nice big full roll up. Nice big capital C. And gently roll back down. So we're going to do 10 of those. Then we'll finish off with the neck pull. Hands on the forehead for this one. If you can't, obviously hands up and over, but if you can, hands on the forehead, up and over. Nice stretch there. Sit up nice and straight, and then we hinge. So we're going to do 5 of these. On the first hinge, we're just going to alternate leg lifts. One left and then right, holding it back as straight as possible. On the second one, we're going to lift both together. We'll do 10 of each, of course. On the third one, we're going to lift, open and closed. There we go. On the fourth one, we're going to go into a single leg stretch. And then on the fifth one, we do what we call flutter kicks. So we kick with straight legs from the thighs, as if you were in a swimming pool. Now one, you can try go as many as you can. The others you can do 10, but the flutter kicks, try for 30 seconds and see how you feel. And then of course remember just to roll back down, hug your knees, and that's our little core series done for today. So remember, again, very slowly, think about your form, not about how many. Rather do a few correct ones than many incorrect ones. Make sure you're feeling the right muscles, the oblique twists. Am I feeling my obliques? When I do my ab preps, am I feeling my upper abs on my neck? Do 1 or 2 very slowly, so make sure you get the muscles to remember which way to work. Very good. Enjoy them.